Hey guys, it's JJLongboards. We're here to do a tutorial on the toe side standee. And what you're going to need for this, you're going to want to have some sliding gloves just in case, but you won't be using them during the slide. You'll definitely want some knee pads, and you'll want a helmet also. Always wear a helmet before you longboard. So we're going to do a demonstration real quick. Here it goes.
You're going to notice off at the beginning that you're not going to have as much confidence as you'd like, so that's where you're really going to have to make sure you're fully committing to the slide and you're not afraid to bail, which might happen, but that's part of longboarding, so that's where the knee pads and the helmets come into place. As you're starting off this slide, you're probably going to want to start off by taking a little curve outside, so for me I'm regular, so it's going to be to my left, and then you're going to go into the slide. For your toe placement, you're going to want to have, I wouldn't say half of your foot hanging off the board, but probably about a quarter of it, just so you can have the toe of your shoe off to the edge of the board and be able to push that board around. So as you curve outside and back inside, you're really going to want to throw those shoulders, because that's really what's going to get your momentum going around and the board to come all the way around. And you're going to want to also push with your back foot going outwards. And at first, the first time you get it, you're probably going to get out to that 90-degree angle, and you're going to get really excited, and that's good, because that means you almost have the slide down. So once you're into the slide, you're really going to want to emphasize those shoulders, because that's really what's going to help you get that board all the way around. Because that's, in my personal experience, that's what I had problems with. I was really good at pushing the board with my back foot, but it wasn't until I realized that I had to throw my shoulders inside and kick also, that's when I started getting the board all the way around. So once you get out to that 90-degree angle, after that it's mainly just your shoulders and your foot kicking around all the way around to the end. And then after that, man, you got the slide, so.
Alright guys, one thing you have to remember to do is you gotta carve into the slide, because if you're just going straight and you're just like, okay, I'm just gonna do this, what you're gonna do is the board's just gonna go about to right here, then you're gonna be off balance and your board's just gonna fly that way. So you just gotta remember, you gotta carve into the slide, carve out.
Shut up!
Heel side. You're gonna go heel side, and then you're gonna come in toe side really hard and push and throw those shoulders in. Alright guys, here's a problem you might have. You might be going and your toes might be just like right here. You're barely hanging off. You got to make sure that your toes are hanging off a good amount, especially your back foot. Because if your back foot's not hanging off, your toes are going to be right here at the edge of the board, and then you're not going to get the leverage you need to get that board to whip around and slide.
Another problem you may have is you'll be rolling away while doing a tutorial video. Another problem you guys may have is you may not throw your shoulders quite enough, and obviously what that'll stimulate is your board will only get to that about 45-degree angle like John was saying earlier, and it'll grip to the ground instead of slide, and it'll end pretty bad and you might fall. So just make sure you're throwing your shoulders as hard as possible, and just be confident guys, because it's going to take some confidence to get this down fully.
Here's some variations that you can use in the toe side stand-up slide. This is a cross step to toe side standing. Okay, this is the look back to body burial to toe side standing.
Alright guys, well that was the tutorial on how to do a toe side stand-up slide. If you guys have any problems or want to ask us any questions about the slide, just feel free to comment on this video or private message us, and we'll help you guys in any way we can. And here's one more demonstration before you guys go.